Hey yo everybody, it's your boy, Depressed Jordan Coon, and today I got a very sad video for you guys. And the reason it's sad because I cried while watching this movie, so you have to cry while watching this video. And A Silent Voice is a movie that needs to be experienced by everyone, not just anime fans. It's one of those experiences that even if you've never experienced Goku break new limits to save the planet, or Naruto not giving up and finally becoming his dream self, or even Luffy adventuring with his friends across the vast seas in search of the One Piece, you'll still fall in love with it anyways. Now, without any other further painful delay, roll the intro. A Silent Voice breaks new boundaries with the idea of animes and movies. From an outsider looking in, when people think of animes and anime movies, they don't tend to take them seriously. They usually think of something childish on the lines of Dragon Ball Z or Naruto, even though they aren't childish. That's all they perceive them as. But A Silent Voice takes that a next step further. It adds real-world problems. It takes something that you might have experienced in your day-to-day life and puts it on the big screen. It lets you perceive two people's different lifestyles in one sitting, or many different people's lifestyles in one sitting. A Silent Voice breaks that boundaries of just looking at anime movies or anime in general as just for kids. It's one of those things that it's an easy to digest movie. If you've never seen an anime or know someone who hasn't seen an anime before, they would easily, or you would easily enjoy this movie. It's one of those, and it might even get you into anime, and that's what I love about this movie. From its presentation to its music to its English dub and its English sub, everything that was put into this movie was with love. It actually makes you step back and think like, wow, someone drew this. There was a team of people behind the art direction of this. This was in someone's mind, and now I'm experiencing it. It'll make you feel for these fictional characters in a way that you don't usually feel. Even in characters you don't like, you actually understand them and want the best for them. You understand that even though some people are just rotten, that they have lives, that they have people who they do love. Damn, Japan is too good for us. Now, with that being said, I'm going to be talking about the one thing I dislike in this entire movie, and that's the supposed character development of the protagonist, Shoya, or in some cases, antagonist. So if you haven't watched the movie already, this might be considered minor spoilers. I'm going to try and keep it as spoiler free, but at the same time, talking about him as a character is kind of like talking about the entire story. So I'm going to keep it as light as I can. So essentially, Shoya used to be Nishimiya's bully, and throughout her young childhood as she attended this school, Shoya and a few other kids would pick on her. They would either write bad things about her on the chalkboard, ignore her, or even in some cases add physical abuse. And no matter what, Nishimiya was always super kind to everyone, especially Shoya. So long story short, the story gets out, Shoya is thrown under the bus, and for the next 5 years of his life, he is to be tormented and experience the same thing that he dished out to Nishimiya. And while in some cases I should feel like justice was served to him, because once Shoya gets older, he reminds me of a certain character from a different anime. And that anime I'm talking about is Beastars. I know it's a weird comparison, but hear me out. In Beastars, there are animals living together, right? It's kind of like a darker version of Zootopia. Same premise, but just anime. So the main character, he's a wolf, I forgot his name, but he is in love with a rabbit. And you know, with animals, a wolf could not love a rabbit. Two different sizes, also just in general, wolves eat rabbits, you know. But in the anime, he's not a regular wolf. He is on the outside a wolf, but on the inside, he's actually probably a little fluffy bunny. He's a chill person, he's a nice person. He destroys the entire stereotype of the big bad wolf. But yet just on the outside, because of his appearance, people are still terrified of him. So he's kind of just this mellow wolf. If you haven't watched the anime, even though it's a furry thing, I implore you, it's really good. Except the thing is with him, people look at him and already prejudge him to be a dangerous thing to stay away from. Except he's not like that. He's nice from the get-go. People judge him, then once they meet him, they find it odd that he is really nice. The thing that people usually say to him the most is that he's a weird wolf, because he's not trying to kill them. That's what's funny. But what I'm trying to get at is that he's a wolf. He is supposed to be this mean, ferocious animal, but yet from the get-go, no matter what, he's always nice. No matter how you treat him, he's always nice. You didn't have to bully him into that. He was nice from the get-go, and he will always be nice. The thing with Shoya, he gives me the same vibes as the wolf, but that's after he was bullied into submission. If no one stopped Shoya, he was going to be the same way. And my evidence to that is one of his oldest friends, Naoya. I think that's how you pronounce it. I can't pronounce all these names, I'm sorry. But yes, Naoya. She is also one of the original, I guess 5 that you can say, bullied Nishimiya. And in some cases, she was just as bad as Shoya. And even after 5 years of seeing one of her oldest friends, Shoya, getting bullied and then the whole gang dispersing, she still has some sort of animosity towards Nishimiya. She still even outright bullies her, just like before, as they were kids. She has not been checked yet. In some cases, she actually uses physical violence. She has not changed one bit, and that's how I feel about Shoya. I strongly believe that if Shoya didn't get checked like he did back then, he would still be the same way, and that's what I don't like about his character. I understand his character, and I do think that the character development is good, because it was very much needed. I more so feel sympathy towards him than I do believe that he's a good person. That's what I'm saying. It's one of those things that a wolf can love a little rabbit and be way nicer than an actual human to his own kind. You see what I'm saying? While I did talk about what I didn't like about the movie, I will flip it around and say that A Silent Voice, once again, won me over. As long as you just keep watching the movie, I eventually started liking Shoya. I will say that. So, once again, if you have not watched this movie, please go watch it. I wanted to talk more about it, but I want to keep it as spoiler-free as possible to the extent that I can. It's an experience that needs to be experienced by everyone, not just anime fans. And the next part of the video is just a little AMV I made showcasing a little bit of the anime. I think you should watch it before you see the movie and then after, so you can get a different feeling from it. So, if you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm gonna have more content out every week, and you guys have a good day.